Hello, my name is Cadet Mazikowski. I'm in a group with Cadet Minotti, Cadet Caulfield, who will appear later in this video. We'll be briefing Operation Arnold. Our products will display on the screen as we brief them, so please get some note-taking materials and we'll get started. So first things first, we'll be looking at our task organization for our platoon. We are 2nd Platoon, Charlie Company, 1st 22nd Infantry Division. So our platoon main task is to destroy the enemy command post on Objective Seneca, and with the purpose to deny the enemy's ability to conduct mission command. The squad will be carrying out the decisive operation is 1st Squad with that exact same task and purpose. 2nd and 3rd Squad have 2 tasks and purposes each. 2nd Squad, you will be seizing the hilltop labeled 350 to the west of Objective Seneca in order to allow 1st and 3rd Squads freedom of movement on the objective. Following this seizing, you will be screening to provide early warning. 3rd Squad, if required, you will be breaching in order to provide freedom of movement for the decisive operation on the objective. And once that breach has been completed, or if not needed, you will be clearing the objective with 1st Squad to deny the enemy the ability to interfere with the decisive operation. And finally, 4th Squad, your task is, as always, support by fire in order to suppress the enemy on the objective and support the decisive operation. Hello, this is Cadet Mazikowski again, so I'll be going over our enemy. So as Cadet Caulfield talked about in the situation above, the enemy is currently advancing southeast into AO Jupiter, and they are currently occupying positions in AO Egypt. And their intent is to have a larger fall attack. And so the enemy our platoon will specifically be facing is a decisive operation for the enemy. They will be looking at Objective Seneca, and we are looking at a enemy that is expected to be at 81% strength with less than a platoon of about 10 to 12 personnel, and they don't have any key leaders with them. They're currently equipped with 2 of each of these items at PKM, RPGs, and SVVs split evenly between 3 squads as depicted on the screen above. And for equivalencies, this is equivalent to the 240 Bravo, javelins, and a sniper rifle respectively. This enemy element is also being reinforced by a mortar team, but they will not be in the area of operation with the main enemy element. So additionally, there are no changes to enemy's capabilities since previous encounters, so expect all the same lines of communication and capabilities that they have. Furthermore, our enemy's most dangerous course of action is depicted here on this MD COA. The most likely course of action will be covered by Cadet Minotti in the following video, as he will be going over our plan of attack with that. But the most dangerous will be that the 2nd Squad of this platoon comes down onto the mountain 350, where we are hoping to seize with our 2nd Squad, and that they reinforce the main enemy squad located on the objective. And this will be most dangerous because the enemy will be located on all the major hilltops and will have complete visibility and coverage of the area in which you're planning on operating. Yes, that concludes my portion of this brief.
This is Cadet Caulfield. I'll be briefing the situation. So over the last 3 months, Charlie Company has been conducting offensive operations against the enemy and has driven them out of AO Egypt and AO Jupiter. However, 3 days ago, intelligence identified a company-sized element moving back into AO Jupiter. We anticipate they're going to take up offensive positions with the intent to disrupt our lines of communication and eventually build up for a larger follow-on offensive operation. This is Cadet Caulfield again to continue with the situation. The area of operation for this mission, our platoon is going to be bounded by the 82 Northing to the north, the 81 Northing to the south, the 78 Easting to the west, and the 80 Easting to the east. To give you some situational awareness of the rest of the company AO, 1st Platoon is going to be operating to the north of us on Objective Mohawk, and 3rd Platoon, the HQ section, will be operating to the east of us in A Liberty and Mortar Fire Point 1. The area of interest for this mission, the enemy has brigade artillery assets located to the southwest of the company AO in Central Valley. These assets are towed D-30s with a range of 15 kilometers, and they will use these D-30s if there's a loss of 2 or more squads. The enemy also has brigade reserves, which consists of a platoon of 4 BTR-80s. These BTR-80s will commit upon positively identifying U.S. mechanized forces, or if they are attacked by force larger than a platoon. The reaction time is 30 to 40 minutes, and they typically utilize hardball roads. As you can see for this mission, there are many hardball roads that lead up to Objective Seneca, which is a concern for us. Next, talk about the terrain. The existing obstacles for this mission, as you can see on the GDOT, there is restricted terrain in our AO, including the south of Mount Rascal, to the east of A Liberty, and to the south of key terrain number 1. There are some ponds and lakes within the company AO, but there are not any in our platoon AO. For reinforcing obstacles, there have been none observed, but we expect wired obstacles and possible minefields around Objective Seneca. For this reason, we have requested Bangalores for this mission. The avenues of approach, as you can see, we could come from the east of Objective Seneca, could come from the south of Objective Seneca, or it could go over Mount Rascal in that previously mentioned restricted terrain. For the enemy, there are many hardball roads and fire breaks which could assist them with a QRF or reserve assets. For key terrain for this mission, we've identified 4 pieces. They are key terrain number 1, which is the 350 hilltop to the west of Objective Seneca. Key terrain 2 is the 350 hilltop to the east of Objective Seneca. Key terrain number 3 is the hilltop 381 to the north. These all are elevated positions and could provide advantageous fields of fire for whoever controls them. The fourth piece of key terrain we've identified is the 435 hilltop, which is not in our platoon A AO, but is the most elevated position in this entire AO and could provide an advantage to whoever holds it. For observation of fields of fire for this mission, as stated before, the AO is very mountainous and forested, and at times it will restrict observation, and fields of fire could be limited to 100 meters. For cover and concealment, as mentioned, the forested area does provide good concealment at times, but some of this key terrain could be exposed to aerial observation. For the weather for this mission, on the days that we are conducting movement and the actual raid, the temperatures will be in the high 40s, low 50s for a high, and will be in the 30s for a low. The precipitation for these days, we expect none, and the illumination for the movement and mission is very low, 6% and 2%. This is important because we are intending to mask our movements as we approach the objective, and this low illumination will assist in that. This is Cadet Caulfield, and I'll be talking about friendly forces in the mission. So the battalion mission. 1st the 20th Infantry retains AO Egypt no later than 10 March in order to enable the government of Ethiopia to re-establish control of AO Mars and set the conditions for future offensive operations. The company mission. Charlie Company, 1st the 20th Infantry, attacks to destroy the enemy command post on Objective Seneca no later than 10/0800 March in order to deny the enemy's ability to conduct mission command. Some of the key tasks for the company commander: move undetected to assault positions, destroy all enemy on the company objectives, kill or capture all separate force key leaders, and be postured defensively after the offensive operations to prepare for a counterattack. The end state for this mission: friendly, all friendly personnel equipment accounted for and postured for following operations. Terrain: dominate all key terrain along the avenues of approach. We want to deny the enemy freedom along lines of communication. And enemy: all enemy personnel destroyed or detained. Civilians: stay away from the civilians on the battlefield and limit civilian casualties. The adjacent units for this mission: 1st Platoon is going to be operating to the north of of our platoon. Their mission is to destroy enemy reserve on objective Mohawk in order to prevent the enemy from interfering with the DO. Third platoon, they'll be at AA Liberty. Their mission is to secure AA Liberty to allow the DO, which is us, to destroy the enemy command post. Again, additionally, the HQ section, they will be at Mortar Fire Point 1. Their mission is secure Mortar Fire Point 1 to support the DO on Objective Seneca with IDF. Here's our mission. 2nd Platoon, Charlie Company, 1st to 20th Infantry, attacks to destroy the enemy command post on Objective Seneca, Whiskey Lima, 789-819, no later than 10-0800 March, in order to deny the enemy's capability to conduct mission command. I say again, our mission, 2nd Platoon, Charlie Company, 1st to 20th Infantry, attacks to destroy the enemy command post on Objective Seneca, Whiskey Lima, 789-819, no later than 10-0800 March, in order to deny the enemy's ability to conduct mission command.
Alright, my name is Cadet Parker Minotti, and I'll be briefing the concept of the operation paragraph. Alright, the purpose of this operation is to deny the enemy's ability to conduct mission command, C2 command and control. We will accomplish this by conducting an attack to destroy here on Objective Seneca. Decisive of this operation is the effective isolation of Objective Seneca by both 4th Squad and 2nd Squad. This is decisive because it will prevent the enemy from reinforcing Objective Seneca with QRF. 1st Squad will be the decisive portion of this operation, conducting the attack on Objective Seneca, with 2nd Squad providing security as well as taking the decisive point on top of Hilltop 350 in the vicinity of 7860-8186 Whiskey Lima. 4th Squad will be shaping Operation 3 with a support by fire, and 3rd Squad will reinforce 1st Squad as shaping Operation number 2, and will conduct a breach if necessary if we meet concertina wire or anti-personnel mines with 3 Bangalore torpedoes. Scheme of fire. The purpose of fire is to suppress the enemies on Objective Seneca and the surrounding area, as well as impede enemy reinforcements. Tactical risk is assumed by leaving the enemy's shaping Operation 1 disruption force unscreened in the company sector. Risk is mitigated by the use of phase line gold and black in the platoon area to control fires, as well as the emplacing of an OP at Whiskey Lima 7860-8186 by 2nd Squad to disrupt enemy movement, as well as other QRF elements towards Objective Seneca. Task subordinate units are as follows. 1st Squad will attack to destroy the enemy command post on Objective Seneca in order to deny the enemy's ability to conduct C2. 2nd Squad will seize Hilltop 350 in the vicinity of 7860-8186 in order to provide security as well as to capture the decisive point of the operation. 3rd Squad will be a breach if necessary and will also provide mass on the objective in terms of size. And 4th Squad will conduct support by fire in order to suppress the enemy. All right, cut.
This is Cadet Caulfield. I'll be talking about coordinating instructions for the mission. First, we're going to go over the timeline. Time now is 0500 and you are receiving the mission. At 0700, I'm going to be doing squad leader back briefs in the platoon CP. 0800, supply and ration requests are going up through me. At 1000, we'll be doing platoon rehearsals in the platoon area. That'll be all personnel. And then at 1400, we'll be moving into company rehearsals, and that'll be squad leaders and above at HLZ Owl. At 2100, we're going to be doing final PCCs and PCIs at Gate 57, and then 2130, we're doing comms check at Gate 57. At 2200, we're going to be stepping off from Gate 57. The order of march is going to be 3rd Platoon, HQ, 1st Platoon, and then us. At 2330, 3rd Platoon will have secured AA Liberty. The coordinates for AA Liberty are Whiskey Lima 802813. At 0230, on 10 March tomorrow, we will be stepping off from AA Liberty. By 0730, we need to be in our positions at Objective Seneca, and the grid coordinates for Objective Seneca are Whiskey Lima 789819, and at 0800, we will initiate the raid. Some of the CCIRs for this mission: PIRs, any reinforcing obstacles in place along the axis of advance or around the objective area, any enemy reconnaissance element identified, any enemy armored vehicles identified, and the number of personnel and ranks on the objective. Some of the FFIRs, if a friendly element is compromised prior to the initiation, if we lose a team size element, if we lose a crew serve weapon, or if a rifle squad becomes ineffective. The engagement criteria for this mission is an enemy platoon, 12 to 14 packs, which is what we're expecting. And disengagement criteria is going to be anything greater than an enemy platoon, or if we take contact before the raid begins.
Hello, my name is Kim Maskowski, and I will be finishing up this op board talking about sustainment and command and signal. So in order for this operation to run smoothly, we'll need different classes to apply. Assume that if I don't talk about the classes specifically, there will be no change to the platoon packing list in SOP. So for class 1, we'll be carrying 72 hours worth of rations per soldier. For class 3, we are currently submitting a CLP and LSAT request to the XO. For class 5, we will be taking with us the 100% unit basic load for ammo, and then we also will be drawing 30 rounds of 60mm mortars with a breakdown of 20 to 10 HE and WP rounds. We're also requesting 3 Bangalores along with thermite, frag, and smoke grenades from the XO in order to complete our mission. Any other materials that we find that we need throughout this will also be submitted up to the XO. Currently, we are going to be using the company CCP at AA Liberty or the Medevac HLZ, which are on the company level, and then our platoon also will have a platoon CCP at Whiskey Lima 794826. This is in order to facilitate quick movement of injured personnel back to CCP, as the company CCP is quite far away from where we are operating. For EPWs, if we do come across any, we will consolidate them and detain them at a platoon level until we report up to the platoon, and then they will come with us as we report back to TA Buckner, and then we'll follow company protocol. Moving on, we'll be finishing up with command and signal. So for succession of command, we goes down from the company commander to the PL, PSG, through the squad leaders of 4th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then the medic. Key leadership will be in the same location throughout this operation. The company commander will be with 4th squad, the PSG and medic will be with 1st, and the PL will be with 3rd squad. When it comes to signal, our platoon net is FH321, our company net is FH325, our company fires net is 327, our near recognition signals during the day will be via 17 panels using our number combination, and during the night, IR flashes. For fire recognition signals, we will just be using the radio. Our challenge password is Corona with a responsive line. Our running password will be Wuhan, and the number combination is 5. Are there any questions?
First, we're going to brief the enemy's most likely course of action. As you can see here, denoted on Objective Seneca, there are 3 squads. The first squad most likely will be in the vicinity of Hilltop 350 at Whiskey Lima 7860-8186, with the other 2 squads down on Objective Seneca inside of the valley. We believe that there will be a PKM and RPG on top of the hill, and the other RPK and RPG will be in the valley, pointed west in support of the objective. Got it. Hello, my name is Cadet Parker Minotti, and I will be doing the Operation Arnold op board for 2nd Platoon. This operation will be conducted in 4 phases. The first phase will be discussed by Cadet Liam Caulfield in the written portion of the op board, discussing rehearsals and other supplies necessary. This briefing of the phases will begin with Phase 2. Phase 2 for the company will begin moving from FOB Buckner to Assembly Area A Liberty. However, for 2nd Platoon, we will be discussing Phase 2 as a movement from A Liberty here to Objective Seneca here. This will occur mostly as a entire platoon, and the movement type will be staggered column for most of the movement, with the highest ranking member, typically a squad leader of one of the squads, moving into a fire team wedge when getting closer to the objective. This movement will be conducted as a platoon for this portion, and the order of march will be 4th Squad, 3rd Squad, 2nd Squad, and 1st Squad. 4th Squad being first, as it must move into the support by fire position on Hilltop 350, denoted here, and 3rd Squad in the lead, as it must take up the first position on Hilltop 381 in order to move onto Hilltop 350 later. During this phase, it will approximately end at 0800 on 10 March when the pro-word bush light is passed, meaning that 1st and 3rd Squads are clear to move to Hilltop 381, as 4th Squad is in position here on Hilltop 350. This must be done because if there's enemy on Hilltop 381, we need the support by fire element to be in place to provide effective fires, allowing the other 3 squads to fight through onto the objective. Moving in to Phase 3, denoted by this overlay. It will begin at approximately 0830 on 10 March 2020 when the pro-word Corona is passed, meaning that 1st and 3rd Squads are in place at Hilltop 381 here, and meaning that 4th Squad in the support by fire position here can begin to fire at TRP 1 and TRP 2 here within these sectors of fire with these primary fire lines. At 0900, the pro-word Guinness should be passed, which means that 2nd Squad has taken this position here at Hilltop 381, which is the decisive point for this operation in a piece of key terrain. The coordinate for this is Whiskey Lima 78608186, which will allow 1st and 3rd Squads freedom of maneuver to destroy the objective. 1st Squad will be the DO on Objective Seneca in charge of clearing and destroying, with 3rd Squad moving in support in order to provide both mass in terms of numbers as well as to be the breaching unit if required. The max time limit on the objective will be 5 minutes, as the 82mm attached mortar systems will most likely come to bear by that time period, and QRF is possible to come moving down this road in response to the assault. When Objective Seneca is destroyed, pro-word Bud Light will be passed. The order of march off of the objective then will be 1st and 3rd moving directly off the objective, followed by 4th picking up from the support by fire, and 2nd coming off last, as they are the security to deal with any units coming in for QRF. This withdrawal will happen no later than 0900, and the CCP will be here within this small valley behind the initial assault positions, as it is also the route out, and because it can fit approximately 1 Black Hawk for an improvised HLZ for medevac purposes for this mission. Next, we'll talk through the fires plan. As the assault begins, once pro-word Corona is passed, phase line gold will be passed, as denoted here. Once phase line gold is passed, the following targets will be fired: Alpha Bravo 1005, Alpha Bravo 1020, and Alpha Bravo 1025. These targets, specifically Alpha Bravo 1005, will be fired with 120mm mortars, and 81mm mortars will fire on the other 2 targets. This is because Alpha Bravo 1005, in the vicinity of Whiskey Lima 78608186, is farther away and will allow for a larger artillery piece to be used, while the 81mm mortars will be used as 1st and 3rd assault, because there is a smaller a smaller danger close range. As seen here, Alpha Bravo 1050 is a linear 600 meter target on the road, denoted right here. This is there in part due to QRF concerns, as well as Alpha Bravo 1010 and Alpha Bravo 1015 are preliminary targets during the movement phase in case enemy OPs or other units are hit. Finally, moving to phase 4, we will see the movement off the objective spoken of in phase 3. Second, third, and first will move off, coming back the way they came, as fourth moves directly off of the objective here, and the platoon moves back in staggered column off of the road back to Assembly Area Liberty, denoted here. All right, you got it. My name is Cadet Parker Benatti, and I will be now doing the phase 3 portion with the terrain model for the actions on the objective. First, I'd like to orient you. North is in this direction. Our area of operations is bounded by the 81 easting to the south and the 83 easting to the north, and the 78 northing to the west and the 80 northing to the east. Further, black will denote roads, blue will denote water, specifically Middle Spring Brook. We have Mount Rascal, the 350 hilltop with the decisive point and the purple star, 350 hilltop here as well. Objective Seneca, these red cylinders will denote TRPs, white will denote the grid lines, red cross will denote the HLZ as well as CCP and Medevac, and orange will denote phase lines, with green being dense brush, obviously. Moving through the beginning of phase 3, which will begin on 10 March at 0830, when Perward Corona is passed, 4th Squad, along with the PL, will move on top of the first hilltop 350 into the support by fire position here. Next, with 2nd Squad leading, they will take hilltop 381 here, and they will all stack up on this hilltop in order to conduct the mission. They will have the PSG attached to them for overall command and control. Next, once a Perward Guinness is passed, it means that all of squads 3, 2, 1, and the PSG are in position on hilltop 381. That denotes the support by fire position here to begin firing on TRP 1 and TRP 2, both which have 1 240 assigned to them each as their primary fire lines, to begin suppressive fires on Objective Seneca. At this time, once phase line gold, denoted here, is passed, as 3rd Squad begins to move onto the objective, 2nd Squad begins to move onto the objective, with 1st and 3rd moving down the hill in the assault, as the PSG moves to the blocking position here with 2nd. All 3 of the previous targets, Alpha Bravo 1015, 1020, and 1025 will be fired. 1020 and 1025 and 1005 will be fired with 122 and 81 millimeter mortars, covering and beginning the echelon of fires to support these 3 squads in their movements. Once they cross and approach phase line black, denoted here, the support by fire will shift all fires to TRP 1, denoted here, and will lift fires once Objective Seneca has been reached. They will only have 5 minutes on the objective, and second squad will take this key piece of terrain and will screen for any QRF moving along this road here. Once objective Seneca and all enemy fort and the command post has been destroyed, the order of march out will begin with the pro word of Bud Light being passed. This should occur no later than 0930. Order of march out will be third squad moving back the way it came, following the same path across CCP and back with the platoon, followed by first. And then the support by fire position as well, PL. And finally, second, as the security will move back the way in which it came, as it will be protecting and being the rear guard for any possible QRF. We expect to be back at A Liberty no later than 10:30, 10 March, after initiating this withdrawal, which will be end of phase 3. All right, cut it.